家好，我是泡泡一刷的 Natasha。今年 A 刷1010延续支援亚洲世界的主题精神，发起了 Give and Take 交换礼物的活动，邀请来自海内外100位创作者展开主题式的线上对谈，希望在这动荡不安的后疫情时期，创作人们能够给予彼此最大的鼓励，坚持创作初衷，持续向前迈进。
So firstly, I want to Garden of Design. Can you introduce your company and yourself, please?
Yeah, so I'm Agnes and this is Kisit. He's the designer behind the brand. So I came on full-time 3 years ago, working on the branding and marketing of the brand. This is our 13th year in business. And we started the brand in 2008 in Cambodia with a retail shop and a workshop. And we deal mainly with sterling silver. And our philosophy is not just creating fashion jewelry, but creation that is inspired by our culture, our surroundings, by nature, and personal stories and reflection.
That's why we call Garden of Desire.
Okay, thank you for your introduction. So now can Lin Wei to introduce your brand and yourself, please?
Okay, yes, sure. I start my business in 2012. And I didn't have shop until this year. I have a counter in department store. And the main pursuit in my brand is sustainability. So I use recycled gold and fair trade gold for my works. And all the process materials I care about of their sustainabilities. Mainly.
I see. So how long have you been running your business?
Since 2012, so it's 9 years this month.
Oh, that's great. So about the pandemic, and you only open your shop for the department. So
yes.
It's kind of impacted by this situation or not?
It really impacts me a lot because I didn't have shop until April this year, and it didn't get any serious since May. The Taiwan's pandemic get really serious. So actually nobody goes to department, so we don't have customers since May. And hopefully in this month, we can get recovered.
I see. Thank you for your introduction.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we are going our main topic today. So the main topic be the first one will be during the COVID-19 situation. What are the challenges and difficulties you face, and how does it affect your mental state?
So in terms of normal time, I spend a lot of time with my team at the workshop. So manage the technical process and designing. And also I traveling for different projects. But with this pandemic, so I've been stuck in Singapore for 2 years now. Yeah. And I have to recreate my way to manage my team, my workshop from distance. So everything has to be very clear and also guide them. So I have to reorganize the way I draw my drawing and my prototype, and to send them to send all my work to Cambodia. So after that, they process the product. So with this pandemic, I keep go on, create the energy for my team. And I don't think so much about what happened around in the world. I just keep myself busy with designing, creating, and prototype the product. So this is the way I handle myself with this time.
I
Yeah.
see. So as you just mentioned, you were in Singapore
Yeah.
for open your overseas business, right?
No.
Our main business is based in Cambodia because I'm Singaporean. We travel back and forth, and we have projects in Europe and all that. So with this pandemic, we are stuck here because usually we will go back every month, every 2 months, and Pisit is stationed there in working with his team of artisans. Yeah. So with this pandemic, it really, like what Pisit has said, we change our way of working. Like when he designs something, then we have to email, take photos, DHL over. So it really disrupted the whole working process. But I think, since last year to now, we try very, very hard to adapt. And we are quite proud of what we have achieved, actually. Yeah.
I see. So how is the situation in Cambodia?
I think it's still lockdown and no tourists.
Mm.
So, but our workshop I still go on as usual. Yeah, because we produce for different customers. Yeah.
Because we have stock lists in several places, like in the United States with the museum. So these gives, this provide the livelihood for our team as well. Yeah, we just have to keep to go on.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
But
So how about
what
yes,
is
please. Yes.
positive about this pandemic about my work? So my staff and my team learn a lot from the way working, the process with the distance. They learn. Most of them, they are already more than 10 years with me, so they understand the way I work, the way I want, and the way that the detail of the design. The proportion is the most important in the process. This how I find something happen. Before, I always spend with them the time to teach them, to guide them. But this time they learn from the another way to understand the design and the weight and the detail. This how is we achieve in this pandemic.
I see. Thank you for your answer. And how about Ling Wei? About the first question and in Taiwan, the situation for you.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, because it's my first job, we don't have customers for department store, which is a big problem for me. And besides that, my staff, my employees also quit the job because of the pandemic. She was afraid to go outside, and so I actually have to go to the shop to be the first tier to face the customers by myself. Yeah, and this is one big problem for me. Another thing is since we were at the third level alert, people stayed at home to avoid the situation get worse. And my kid cannot go to school, so I had to take care of him. He was a kindergarten. He was in the kindergarten, and now he's a new fresh.
In Ceramic School?
Yeah, yeah, in the school, freshman.
Yeah.
So I actually have to take care of my housework, my family work, and also the my career, my business at the same time.
It sounds quite busy. So the
Yeah.
time schedule, how to manage your time schedule is most important for you, right?
Yeah, that's right. But of course, because there were not so many business, so I could spare some time with my kids, and it's maybe good thing or bad thing at the same time.
I see. So, as you mentioned, your staff they all quit the job by themselves.
Yes, because one staff, she was pregnant and she was afraid to
Ah.
go outside in case to get the coronavirus.
I see. She need to protect herself and her baby.
That's right.
Oh, I think it's really tough time for you because you have to handle all things by yourself. Your
Yeah, that's right.
career. Yes. Okay. So thank you for your answer. And let's go to the second question. So the second question I want to ask both of you is how to stay true to yourself and maintain creative motivation through the pandemic period. And also, we want to know, do you have any new work during this period? So can Garden Design to answer this question first, please?
Okay. I think this question is really appropriate because Piz's new collection really came out from long period of lockdown, many months in isolation. So I think his new collection, which we launched in this September, was it came out from a very special times like we are all encountering right now. It's called the Memories of Landscape. I think the photo that you see there now is the collection previously because we were still making it. So just maybe a short description of what Memories of Landscape is. It features raw and sculptural pieces inspired by the texture of majestic and natural landscapes. I think the fact that we can't travel, because we used to travel a lot, exploring nature, going for hikes and all that. So we are kind of missing that. So that was the point of reference that Pisit took for his new collection. So he began exploring textures or past memories of nature walk per se, and a whole range of exploration came about. So a lot of the experimental process that is going on in our little studio at home. So I'm not sure whether we you would like to see the pieces right now. I
Yes,
think that
please.
will give
Yes,
you
please.
a very do I show to the lens?
Yes.
So you can see that it's heavily textured, and these
Uh-huh.
are all hand carved by Pisit.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe if you can see. So all this very raw textures. Is it clear over?
Yeah. It's clear. It's clear.
Yeah. Just to show you a few pieces.
This is the other product light, different from the share screen. I mean,
Yes.
okay.
So it was only recently launched.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because it
Okay.
took longer than usual because of the pandemic. Because to and fro the like discussion with the artisans and our team. Yeah. So it took longer than usual to produce this series of work. So you want to talk about the process? Yeah, maybe you can talk about the process.
This is the new process that I imagine for this lockdown, this pandemic. So I'm not able to be with them. So I have to create something that new process and teach them how to move on to create the energy. And the design is not about the beautiful design, is about the feeling, it's about all about the sensation. So I try to bring them to feel the sensation of the texture, the memory of something. I talk to them to walk around and see the texture of the nature, the stone, the seaside, and look at the texture that the nature and the time been graved on that. So personally, I like the trekking. I like to go to the mountain. I always impressed by the texture of the stone, how the formation of the nature of with the time. So this lockdown, I miss a lot of traveling. So all these memories come back. So that's why I create some texture of the carving. You see, this is and the process is quite difficult because from the distance, so I have to guide them step by step.
Yes.
So this is a very difficult part for me, but the end we get the good result of the product, the design. So this what is a positive for this time for me. As a designer, I don't think so much. I try not to think about pandemic, but I try to create energy and my sensation to move on and share the energy to my team. This is the way I live in the moment. Yeah.
I see. So it's time consuming to produce this new product.
Yeah, always move on. Always move on. Every step in the bad time, you have to switch your mind to something else. Yeah, keep create and keep move on. Believe this is most important.
Right.
And you say you need to cheer up your team members in the meantime, and also you guys now in Singapore. So how to deal with them for that, for your communication?
I communicate with my manager every day. Even now we have the lockdown. First thing, okay, work aside, I think their welfare, even their mental state, I think we should be very concerned about. So I think giving a bit of motivation, checking in on them, I think is very important. And we are like family. They have been with us for more than 10 years. So I think it's really important, just to motivate them as much as possible.
You are really great and brave, and take care for your staff. It's really nice thing for them. I think because during this suffering time, they may feel upset or feel no hope for the future. You are the most important leader to lead them to keep going.
Exactly.
Thank you for your answer. How about Ling Wei for the second question?
Yeah, I have a lot of new creations for during this period. Mainly my idea are also from the nature, and I try to keep my design simple and not very feminine, not very female, or it's kind of in the middle sex. So it's sometimes it surprised me a lot when the customer comes to our shop, because I was designed for female customers, but actually the customer who came to buy, they are male. So after a few months observation, we modify a little bit our design direction. We focus on more without gender differences. I don't know how to say this word in English. So shall I say middle sex?
Unisex.
Maybe.
Oh, unisex. Yeah, that's right. Yes. So unisex is now is the main direction we are working on, and yeah. So of course, I like to share with you for my new designs, if you like.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I actually create something more bold. It's very big and easy to see. It's a necklace.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And it's both for girl or boy, I think.
I think
Right.
it's for girl more likely.
More like.
Yes. Yes. And also for because we wear masks for every day, and many customers come to our shop ask for earring. So it's for female, for male. It's unisex. So that's okay. And I focus on more earrings recently because I noticed that people sometimes don't wear any accessories apart from earrings. That surprised me a lot when I face to my customers. So I focus on more design for earrings. Yes. And on the slide is a wedding ring. Because how our customers, they came to us, say they are looking for something special meaning for their wedding rings. So I use fair trade gold or fair trade silver to make their rings meaningful.
I see. So, what's all the inspiration from? Is for your new products, I mean.
Yes, I think all of them come from nature and simplicity. I try to symbolize every idea I can see from nature. I got an idea from the daily routine life, but I try to symbolize them. So it looks really simple, but it gets from the daily, the nature, or the weather, or nature sceneries.
I see. And I feel curious about, you just mentioned during this time, lots of male clients went to your department store to buy products. So they bought the product for their female friends or for themselves.
Mainly for themselves.
Many for themselves.
Yeah, many of them are for themselves. That surprised me a lot.
Yes, I feel think so. I saw they went to bought for their female friend or something, and it was not they bought for themselves.
Yes, I realized that customers, they need some accessory for male, not for female only, because female brands, they are a lot in the market, but for male, they're quite rare. So that's why I'm working on this direction, maybe for male, more design for male, and more focus on unisex.
I see. Thank you for your answer.
Thank you.
Okay, So now we are going to the third part, and it's an important part for you guys because we want to you guys can exchange a gift to each other.
Is this is not the piece that we have selected. Yeah, because like I mentioned, the new collection wasn't ready yet. Yeah, so I've actually chosen something new from our Memories of Landscape collection, just to show you.
Uh-huh.
So it's
Okay,
this
so
pair of earring.
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's different one.
yes, it's different one.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, so it is like a start. Actually, I have them. I'm wearing them now, so it's my everyday pair to go to because it's so accessible. And then especially when you wear on the mask, it doesn't
Ah,
much. Yeah, so just a closer look.
okay.
Yeah,
That's really nice. It's a shape of flower or it's a shape of some nature things,
It's like a mountain.
mountain
Yes,
or
the rock is carving by the water, by the time, like it's something that engraved inside the stone. Yeah,
mm,
it's the nature, like the seaside mountain. Yeah, the cliff.
so it's like how we encapsulate something so grand into something so tiny, and you can carry it with you. Hope
I
you like
see.
it.
Yes, I love it. I think I saw it from your Facebook.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's the new
It's
collection.
beautiful. Thank you.
the design is from how the way my process of the jewelry. The jewelry doesn't have to be nice. Actually, it's quite easy to make the pretty jewelry. I have the freedom to create something, like freedom to design something just come from my mind. I have the freedom to create something. I don't think so much about what is a trend, what is not trends. It's about so jewelry have to be complement the personality of the person. The pretty jewelry just a pretty for the moment, but
Mm-hmm.
something that complement your personality is can last. You know, and let's say the Garden of Desire, we have different design from more than 10 years, like 13 years already. So I let the people choose what they like. They have to try on, and the jewelry have to complement the person, the customer, than take over the, the customer. The pretty jewelry take, like you buy the very nice diamond, and
Mm-hmm.
people look at diamond. They don't look at you. If you wear something special, like complement your personality, how to bring out your charisma on.
Charisma.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is the most important accessory. Have to complement the person than take over. Yeah, this is my conception of the design. So, yeah.
That's really good point, and I totally agree for that. Yeah, because as you say, the pretty jewelry just for a moment, but the most important things you need to find a jewelry suitable for yourself and
Yeah.
to show yourself.
Yeah.
That's
As a designer, you have to have the freedom to be with yourself and to create something that from your feeling. Yeah. This is how my conception of the garden brand as well. Yeah. We always do something opposite to to the trends.
okay. Thank you. Hopefully, we like this gift.
I like it a lot. I love it.
I
Thank
think it's
you.
good too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was choosing a whale, very simple, simplified whale necklace. But now I changed my mind. Can I? Can I change my mind? because I didn't know what I was going to
Talk.
talk to. So now after talking with you two, I like to present a gift for peace.
Is it? Yes.
Yeah, it's a ring. It's very nature feeling ring.
Wow. The strong piece.
Very strong piece.
Very, very strong piece.
And because I
Wow,
read
that's beautiful.
thank you. Because I read an interview of you and I got impressed a lot. And I think you are very strong and a brave man. And
I don't know. Just to be free to do something that we like, the most important. Yeah.
yes, and I hope.
Yeah. And we live only one. What we don't do it's losing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I hope
it's
you.
Beautiful ring.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very strong personality ring.
Very strong. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, to jewelry, you have to have something to weight to make the people feel it.
Yes.
When you wear something, you have to feel it all the time. That you have
Yes.
the piece that, and slowly the piece it belong to you. Yeah, with the time, you know, the piece that adopted you. Yeah, and it's become part of your personality, your daily life. Yeah, this is how the jewelry should be.
Okay, yeah. And I also like to share with you its material. It's different. I hope you don't mind. It's recycled from a computer board.
Oh,
yes. It's very sustainable item material I am using for my silver products, and it's called organic silver. The way it's extract was very organic without any poison substance.
For the environment protection.
That's right. It's very healthy for the environment and also very safe for the people who are recycling it. So there is no harm. There's no harm to the earth or to the people. And that's why it's called organic silver.
Yeah, I was reading about it and I didn't quite understand what was organic silver.
Now we know.
All right. Thank you. Great.
Yeah.
That's great. Hope Garden of Design, you guys like these products.
Yeah, definitely. For sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I feel curious about why you choose the computer board to do this product.
Yes, because in the Olympic Games, which happened a few months ago in Tokyo, they used recycled gold for recycled metals for their medal.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is the same idea. It comes from computer board or comes from cell phone or LED lights. So we don't have to open the mine again. We don't have to mine the earth. So we can get those material easily from our environment. So there's no harm to earth, no destruction, no.
线上有人有兴趣问问题吗？Okay. The question is, to use the recycled material, it will charge more, money or not?
Yes, because people always believe recycled things should be cheaper, but actually we pay more for recycled materials. We pay more for gold, silver, much more. So it's not actually cheap for recycled things.
Okay. So that for me, I have a question. Because it seems more difficult to use the recycled material. So why you start from this for your original idea?
Because my personality, I cares the environment a lot. And since I was a student, I recycle everything I could. And since I established this brand, I always try to make this brand more more environmental friendly, because everyone thinks fashion industry is very harmful to the earth. It's very big pollution, and I try to adopt the way which is friendly to the environment, not harm to the earth.
That's a really good concept. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Lingwei, do you have any question to Garden of Desire?
No, I not really, because I read the stories of you two online, and I feel very familiar with you too.
Me
So
too. I've been looking at your Instagram. I really like the silver and the leather collection. It's very bold, and I would wear something like that. So
Thank
the
you.
unisex, design, I think, is quite a signature of your brand.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very bold. It's very forward.
Yeah, I like bold, and you design too. Your design is very very, yeah, also very bold and
Impressive.
very yes, impressive.
Thank you. Yeah.
You know that the process with the design history is about transformation and the society, you know. And all the time people use a lot of gold because gold is valuable. It's a value, money value. And with the time, with the evolution of the architecture, lifestyle, and the the environment, you see, it's become like changing, going worse. So the design have to adapt it to these changes. And with the time, I believe that we have to change our lifestyle to adapt to different situation of the climate. So we have to find a way, like what you do, like recycle thing, is make it transforming to something else. It's all about how we use adapted to the situation of the society. The design, we can design everything, and we can change everything, transform it to everything. Yeah, it's all about change the mindset. Yeah, it's how I believe in the future is how the transformation of the material, what make it to something.
Yeah, that's great. If one day, maybe some in the future, we can exchange our thoughts towards materials, our ideas.
Yeah.
I see. I saw Julia has another question for you guys. Because as she say, the jewelry is not for the daily life products. So how you guys to make it be more competitive, have more competitive during this pandemic period? Yeah, because people don't need to buy the jewelry. It's not for daily life. So
definitely, it is definitely a struggle. We can do so many works and marketing, but it's not an essential. But I guess, I'm a jewelry lover. With or without pandemic, I need my jewelry. So I I think it's something that will bring joy to me. And
Mhm.
I think if you give a piece of jewelry to someone,
Actually,
is to
when we started, we designed for ourselves.
that's true.
Yeah, we started design for ourselves. You know, I started to do jewelry in my small room in Paris when I was student in Paris. So I started to do small things for my girlfriend, but because that time I didn't have any money or extra money to buy the present for her. So I start to do small thing in my tiny room, and the passion it become like that. So the first garden it was started from we make it for ourselves.
Yeah.
Right?
So whatever he makes was in my size.
Yeah,
So,
so that's why.
so yeah, if it doesn't sell, I get to keep it.
This is how we start. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. So you mean you have to enhance the meaning and the story of the product to.
I mean, this has been always our philosophy. You know, when we create, it comes with a story. It has meaning to us, and people, you know, find their own meaning within the works. But it's true, it's not essential. So the market is so saturated. There's so many people selling jewelry, but hopefully, the pandemic will end soon, and then things will pick up. But we're just hopeful.
I hope so. Yeah. So the same question to Ling Wei.
Yeah, I always like to share with my friends an idea that when you buy things, you should buy less, choose better, and last longer. And the same idea to buy the jewelry or accessories. You buy a good jewelry instead of many I don't say cheap accessories, but one piece of good jewelry, it lasts forever, and you can wear it a lifetime, and even you can give to your children. So you don't have to buy a lot, but you have to buy carefully and know what you are buying. So yeah, maybe save money is good idea, but if you are going to spend money, choose something good.
Yeah, yes, we agree.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think now we are in the end. So I hope everybody online can follow them for the Metak Jewelry and also the Garden of Desire from Cambodia. And really thank you for you guys to join the HR1010 Meet today. And hope you guys can keep in touch and to do more local market experience exchange and also the cultural exchange.
Yes, looking forward.
Okay, thank you. So you
Thank
guys,
you.
the product of you guys, I will help you to exhibit in our chat fair first, and then after that, I will send the gift to you guys. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hope Garden of Design you can come to Taiwan next year and we can see you.
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
Thank you. So thank you for your time today. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.